Let's see who plays for that camo. Looks like the boys over here on looks like that's gonna be the squad of Centennials going for it.
S5W1 pushes up flat. He's by the box, takes out Hoodler. Smoke's also in the rotate. Sees a player coming upstairs. Kill assist. That's another kill on the board for the Centennials.
Hey, Centennials here getting things going. They do get that camo right off the bat. Don't know how the usage of that has gone down so far. But the boys over here on Graphite trying to make a counter play. But look at that. Tito and the boys making some big plays. Getting ready to grab this ball. Maybe make their way towards one of the edges of the maps here. Sorry. And right now, everything's pretty nice, closely contested. But the boys on Centennials trying to get things going. They've tried to get their map control. But so far, Graphite doing a good job countering.
Centennials coming out a little bit on top from the kills game, but really not by much. The ball still has yet to be touched. And as we mention it, it is picked up. Not really to get much time, but just to kind of move it into a closer position of control, potentially. And yeah, Hoodler is going to go grab that ball and at least get that moving back so we can get some points here on the board. And that will be the first point on the board from Hoodler as he represents here the Graphite team on the red side of this map. 2 seconds on the clock will get you the lead, but not for long, as Tito Matic is going to grab that ball and hit right back up to the same control point that Centennials, or Graphite, had just surrendered to Centennials.
Yeah, the boys over here on Centennials do a solid job making sure they get that 4-man retake on that site. They get the kills, they get the ball, and now they're getting some solid time and already going to be up to that 15-second time there for the points. And the boys here on Graphite trying to get a counter to this, but we're going to see the guys here on Centennials play this ball towards the middle of the map, making sure they can get the most possible gunfire on that as possible while they're spawning up. But looking at the boys on Graphite getting stuck in this long haul area. And look at the guys over from Centennials just pushing into this. Yeah, they're not exactly getting the kills at the moment, but they should come shortly. There we go. Spidey picking up a nice double kill. That should allow them to get plenty more time in this game.
Man, not a lead by much. You know, currently it seems like, you know, we're starting the season off here, so we're going to flex our muscles a little bit and show some of the heavy lifting shooting that everyone can do. And really, we do have a lot of kills on the board. Currently leading the way is Spidey HCS on the side of Centennials with 6 kills and 3 deaths. S5W1 with the ball in his possession, getting a little bit more time for his team, now about 1/3 of the way toward their first point here in this oddball match at Recharge.
Yeah, the guys on Centennials locking down this side of the map at the moment. They're going to hit that 40-second mark as they're still rotating, trying to get towards that A plat area to try to just hold things down. They are going to be controlling most of the map at the moment. They've got those top positions. They've got the mid-map covered. The guys on Graphite are going to have to start making a move. A lot of them moving through the C side of the map, one going through the middle of the map. The guys pushing through the C are going to start picking up some kills here as they're going. And now Centennials going to have to try to play this ball a little bit, maybe play their lives the best they can. But yeah, the power from Graphite going to be a little bit too much. They push in. Winning those 4v1, 4v2 gunfights, not very possible in Halo.
Amen to that. You really have to have like a good opportunity for a nade bounce and get like a cluster luck. But, you know, the part of that medal, the word luck, you know, it's very highly unlikely that happens. But right now, I mean, look what happened. S5W1 just got a 37-point streak. He came through. There's only 19 points. Got 37. Now they're up by double. And it seems as though right now on the response, Graphite with the ball in their possession. Innocent Gun? Is that how you say that name? Innocent Gun.
I mean, it's something like that. I'm going to be honest. I've got absolutely no idea. But Centennials,
well, you know,
going to come out on top.
It's fun to try.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 100%. But they are going to come out on top of this gunfight back A. They're going to get that control back relatively quickly, really with minimal damage to the squad, which is exactly what you want to see out of the team. And they go for that camo middle of the map. It looks like they tried to get it, but the guys on Graphite are being very aggressive to counter things out. And right now, Sentinels, I mean, they're doing a good job with their slaying. They're making sure they're holding down the map once they get to a power position they like. They're taking their time to pick up the ball. They're not just grabbing it every millisecond they think it's available. They're making sure they have the map control. They're making sure they're pushing out to force Graphite to spawn on the other side of the map. Then they're going for it, and they're getting solid time when they do that.
Yeah, and you saw 3 players go down on the side of Graphite just as Centennials. They had the opportunity, but they didn't take it because there was still someone covering the ball. Just as you said, they're waiting for the moment where they can really get it. And Hoodler grabbing this ball, he's going to be able to milk some time, getting a little bit closer. And with 75 points already on the board for the Centennials here in this match, it's going to be tough to answer, but I think they're doing a great try right now. Graphite still collecting time. Finally, the ball goes down and is in possession of his zone runner. Possession is handed over to the Centennials team.
I mean, massive shout out to Tito right now. The guy is a one-man army. He's getting a trade right there, but that double kill he had opened up the map completely for Sentinels to be able to get in, get this ball. They only need 9 more seconds to take this round. They've got the stack when it comes to players. Someone from Graphite here trying to make a hero play. That's going to be Hoodler. He gets taken down. The time is going to go in favor of Sentinels, and they're going to win that first round. And I mean, the way this map is going, Sentinels is looking pretty good, but I tell you what, I think Graphite's got a chance, right? They can make this comeback, no problem.
Well, I'm over here with my eyes on Trempa Paragon because he had 0 kills until about the last 2 minutes of that last game, and then all of a sudden he had 7. So I have a feeling this is one of those sleeper cells where all of a sudden he goes Super Saiyan, you know, that kind of player.
Oh, yeah. I think he definitely has the potential. He's one of those guys. Probably just got on to warm up, right? It being a rec league, probably just got off of work, got home, hopped on. Maybe just got out of school, right? And hopped on as soon as he got home, right after dinner or something like that, right? It is a rec league after all. That's what it's all about. And right now they're off to a hot start at the beginning of this round, making sure they get some of these kills. Looks like they're getting a solid map spread as well, being able to make sure they can lock down this section of the map. Sentinels, though, spawning out all the way towards that A side of the map. And they're going to start pushing over very aggressively as a squad.
Trempa Paragon, kind of like a brave man, using that commando rifle when up against BRs. Actually, I would really like to see someone who is confident enough to do that. So, Zone Runner in the contest, and his gun is actually, wow, that was a great nade and a double kill on the board as Gun steps up and points on the board. Only one player alive, with Spidey on the side of Centennials. Graphite collecting a lot of time here early in the second round as a response to the first round win, as Centennials dying once again. Tito Matic, Spidey HSCS also going down still. Great streak here early on from Graphite in the second round of this oddball match here at Recharge.
I mean, Graphite doing a solid job, making sure they're playing together in this second round, whereas it looks like that good teamwork we were seeing from Centennials the entirety of last round. They've started to solo chow quite a bit. Now they're starting to group up a little bit more as we speak, but they started solo chowing there quite a bit, gave up about 30 to 40 seconds because of that, but now they're working as a team, trying to push in. They're getting some of these kills. Going to come down to Tito Matic and S1. They're going to get those kills. They should be able to get this ball. I don't believe it was reset, which is perfect play right there if you're Sentinels, right? This is something you were talking about earlier. You get yourself in a position where you're very comfortable with the ball there, but then sadly you all die. You don't get the ball off the map, and now the opposite team is going to be able to get a chance to go on a run when it comes to points.
Yep, respawn immediately is what they're capable of. When you give up not only the ball, but you give up position, and then they're able to just milk that time every time as a response to your streak, and you're minimizing your forward potential by, you know, not being able to prevent the enemy from matching that immediately. But Tito Matic, look at him, 18 kills. Spidey close behind with 17 kills, top fraggers in the entire game. On the side of Centennials, which, you know, you would think that would give them the opportunity, with having the more amount of kills, would give them the opportunity to collect more points, but doesn't seem to be the case. Right now with Graphite leading the way here in this round, 28 points on the board for Centennials versus 58 for Graphite.
And I think a big portion of that comes back to kind of what we saw in the first round, right? Where it seems like Sentinels is way more comfortable grabbing that ball once they have a superior map control to a significant amount, where they can have a player kind of play back, they can control the spawns, they can control the flow of the game. But in this round, they really haven't had a chance other than one small period to do that. And so it's kind of messed up their whole gaining points thing. But now they are going to be pushing into this A site. A couple players from Graphite defending this. They're going to wipe out that push pretty much completely. Only Spidey going to be the one left. He was off a respawn there. And now they're going to have to get a push going once again. 15 more seconds, and the boys at Graphite will take this round.
Yeah, the Graphite guys do have an A hold right now. This is pretty much textbook A hold, and seeing this in a Contenders match is actually really great to think about the fact that they're, even at this level, they're still aware enough to know how to position each other and maximize their opportunities. And we're seeing exactly that, and that's why they're able to come so close. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, being pushed by S1B. Gets the kill only 1 second prior. Oh man, what a hell of a comeback this would be. S1B tries to get the ball back toward the middle of the map. Great attempt. Zone Runner's able to prevent the enemy from getting the point, and his gun goes down. Smokes goes down. Ball is in the possession of Zone Runner as he pushes back the pipes. He goes down. It's trades back and forth. And yes, it still doesn't seem like Graphite's going to be able to come out and get that final point quite yet.
I mean, right there, Sentinels just kind of clutched up a couple gunfights in a row, but this is a little bit sketchy. All Graphite has to do is kill this ball carrier and pick it up for literally 1 second, and that's GG. Go on to the next round. And right now, we see these Sentinels players getting pushed into this top side of the map. This is where it's probably going to be chalk. The guys on Graphite going to grab that ball, going to close out the round.
Confirm.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we thought we were going to get maybe like a hype thing going there for a second, right?
Elimination.
Ends up not working out maybe the way we thought it could. But obviously, Graphite closing that one out. That's absolutely massive going forward.
And we're tied 1-1. We're going into the final round of Oddball here. And this round is going to be what determines the win for the first game. Tito-Matic with a strong, it's really, really strong. He was confident there. Kind of got laid out by 2. But at least we see the invis burned, as it does seem to be toward the favor of Graphite here toward the first part of this round, as they also were able to get some points, get the ball in their possession.
Yeah, I mean, right there, I mean, from Paragon, I like the idea of just burning the camo, right? You don't want to give it up. You know the guys on Sentinels are going to be good at using it. He just makes sure it gets burned up, doesn't give it up, and that's always a good play right there. But now we are going to see the guys from Sentinels trying to make a move, push in these Graphite players here, but they're all kind of just locked up in this like back pipes area. The kills are going to start coming in. Tito-Matic and the boys making a move. Tito from behind going to pick up a couple. One player left. He's going to get taken down. That's a full squad wipe in favor of Sentinels. They're going to have ball control. They're going to have a couple power weapons on their side of the map as well. And if you're Graphite, that's not the greatest swing that could happen, but it's at this point in time not the worst thing ever.
No, not at all. And really, it's kind of good for them, right? Because they want to be able to get the ball in a position that they can control. Unfortunately, it was just in pipes. So it's good that, like, right now, Hoodler's able to get the response. The ball's still in pipes. So they're in control again. So it's kind of good for them.
We're playing a little bit of back and forth at the moment. Sentinels making another big push. This is Spidey's chance to get a massive double kill. He's going to pick it up. He's going to have a chance to get Hoodler as well. He gets the triple, and he's going to get ball control as his teammate's going to clean up Paragon, that last player on the map. And another, like, back-to-back great retakes out of Sentinels. But now let's see if they can control this map a little bit better than last time to make sure they can secure a ton of time.
Yep, and they have gained the lead. So Centennials, inching ever closer toward confirming the first win in this series. And just, they're up by 15 points. The ball is no longer being carried. Two players went down on the Centennial side. Make that 3. The ball is now in the possession of Graphite. Invis gets picked up by Tremparadon. Unfortunately, I mean, it's not anything substantial, but it does look like Graphite's going to be able to come back and take this lead.
The insta stake. Somehow that grenade disappears off the map. No big deal.
Whoa.
Gun teaching us lessons right here. If you just beat someone down with the skull in your hand, guess what happens? Absolutely nothing. Getting stuck by that grenade. I'm sure the guys at Sentinels are a little upset about that at the moment, but hey, Graphite, they'll take that all day, every day. They're going to get themselves out to a nice 30-point lead at the moment. And they're going to try to keep extending this thing a little bit. I said 30, but it's about to be a 30. But Sentinels pushing things in, picking up a kill or 2 here as they're going back and forth. Graphite didn't really react to the fact that they got pushed there, so Sentinels kind of just got a free ball and a couple free kills as Tito himself to that nice 26 kill mark alongside his boy Spidey with 28.
Yeah, amen to that. That's some opportunity right there. Would have been to throw the ball at least outside of the A area. You throw it out into the pit somehow to some capacity, get it out of there. But, as a response, you're going to see Centennials come right back and inch ever closer toward getting this answer. He's not going to go down without a fight. Tito-Matic, he's going to take this to the defeat. All of them now on the Centennial side are down. This could be it. We are now 15 seconds away from the victory. And, Graphite's had a great response to this. And 10 seconds, now inching ever closer. Is this going to be it? Is the Centennials going to try to come to this? And the answer, Tito-Matic, Spidey, where are you? Pushing, gets killed. Paragon with the kill. All 4 down, and that's confirmed victory. First win on the board for Graphite. They have a great, if you're new to Halo Rec League, it looks like some players are already making some inquiries about the league. Proud to see it in chat. Thank you all for joining us. This is Halo Rec League. We are in Season 5, Week 1. Contender pre-made matches between the Centennials and Graphite. Graphite 1 round on the board. And going into the second round, 3 down. Almost 4 of them down almost at the same time. Everyone had suffered a death. Centennials coming out strong with 5 kills in their initial Team Slayer match here at Aquarius. As they get on the board here with not even within the first minute, already have a strong lead during this match.
And this was kind of one thing I was a little bit worried about after watching that oddball. I was worried that Sentinels would come out and have a very hot start because of the pace they play at as a team and the ability to slay out with guys like Tito and Spidey. And I was concerned that Graphite, it might take them a little bit to adjust to the pace of the game, which I'm sure they'll figure it out here shortly. But right now, Sentinels just having an absolute fantastic match as far as the start is concerned. Already up 9-3. Not much more you could ask for to start things off. And they're still like keeping these spawns nice and pushed in. A couple kills going back and forth, but overall, they're still staying in that nice lead, nice and comfortable.
Tito-matic, strong BR, 5 kills and 1 death on the board. He sits 1 shot, still strong siding to protect his team, and he does so successfully, killing Hoodler. Hoodler was about to go for what looked like a ninja attempt. Spidey taking a trade. Looks like Smokes and Tito are in a BR match. Tito taking the strong side, but then gets traded as Innocent Gun takes the kill there.
Yeah,
Still not confident about my pronunciation of his name.
Hey, we're getting there, right? A couple more tries will be perfect. But Tito already has 8 kills on the map. The guy's 8-2. I mean, what more can you ask from a guy on your squad, especially from the captain of the team, right? The guy is absolutely showing up for the boys. But Graphite starting to go on a little bit of a run for kills as well, bringing things back to like 15-9 at the moment, make that 16-10 as both teams are going to pick up some more kills, couple more coming in back and forth. But Graphite starting to get that lead close back in. Right now, if you're the boys on Sentinels, you got to start grouping up a little bit. They're getting a little bit spread on the map. And Graphite, making sure they're still staying nice and close, but you just can't beat the Tito nades.
TitoNades.com. Check them out online for the free kitten. If you'd like to use coupon code KittensOvernight, we will send you a kitten for free overnight. KittenOvernight.com. Delivering little bundles of love in a box directly to your door. Look at this. They're going to need a kitten after this depression. All 3 of them went down. And, yeah, it looks like on top, Centennials still coming up 21-13. Yeah, early on. Great lead here by the Centennials team.
I mean, Centennials just showing up when it comes to the slaying, right? It's a great Slayer team with their way that just like, they get in their 1v1s, but it's never really actually a true 1v1, except for guys like Tito. Like, I mean, Tito's trying to 1v1 challenge, 1v2 and 1v3 challenge everybody, but the whole squad just naturally does a really good job of making sure they collapse on enemies whenever they get into some gunfights. Someone gets weak, they're trying to help each other out. But the boys on Graphite, they're slowly getting this pacing figured out. They're slowly grouping up a lot better and better. And they're starting to get some kills. They're starting to run on it. But the guys on Sentinels, keeping that solid 6-7 kill lead this whole time, which is exactly where we want to keep things. You can afford to give up a couple trades in favor of going for bigger, riskier plays. But here we go. They're going to be behind a couple players. This could be his chance to get something going. But Tito, not the guy you want to mess with. He's going to get taken down. That's going to be a couple kills going on the map right there. I mean, only 1, but still, like, Gun gonna get taken down as well. And S1B, he's gonna push him to help his teammates out here, as there's a lot going on in this back generator right now. He's gonna back off. The nice wise move is Graphite picking up a couple big kills right there. They're gonna have to worry about these Sentinels players spawning up and grouping up, though.
Man, you know, I know this isn't the platform for a feature request per se, but it would be really nice to have a visual delineation if a player's using a controller or a keyboard and mouse. Because S1B27, if he's not using a keyboard and mouse, he has really good aim. If he's on a controller, it's incredible. Because he just did like a 180 and then like turned around and threw a nade, and the nade nailed somebody. It was just like kind of like almost execution that you'd see on a mouse. You know, just being able to flick and then turn around real quick. But it would just be nice to have a visual indicator of such.
I'm not seeing any aim assist drag of any kind, so I'm pretty sure he is on that keyboard and mouse, and that's a good thing to point out. It would be nice to be able to know what these guys are running, but hey, it is what it is. We don't even have a mini map yet for caster, but we don't need it, right? We don't need it.
We don't need it. We can be holistically aware just because, you know, of all the experience we have in Halo, right?
I just want to. I'm sorry. I don't know how I haven't noticed this. I'm sorry. This is kind of out of nowhere, but Tito-matic has 19 kills.
Oh my gosh! I think I'm going to give him a Halo nice. Not sure how loud that's coming through.
He deserves every single one of them, that's for sure. The guy is single-handedly the reason why his team's got 35 kills at the moment. He breaks that 20 mark. And his team's at 35 kills. This man breaks the 20 mark. He's trying to go for the FFA kill record in a like current like regular like Slayer match in a regular pre-made match. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, well, when you what we were saying earlier might be moot. You know how like I think we actually said, you know, how this is a team game. Well, really this is, and I want to call out something because I made that observation kind of candidly, but I'm critically wrong Because if you look, Tito-Matic does have the most amount of kills in the game, but look at his teammates' assists.
Yeah, no, it's
Like
big.
they're doing, they're there supporting
really well.
him, man.
Yeah, no, this squad, the main thing what it is, they know the kind of power that Tito and Spidey possess. And so they're just making sure they stay together, making sure they get these trades whenever possible. They know Tito's going to be pumping out damage beyond belief. So they're either getting people weak and letting him finish up with his crazy plays he's able to do, or they themselves are cleaning up after the crazy plays that he performs. I mean, they're already at the point where they need 7 more kills and it's GG and they win. But Graphite, hey, they've got a chance to stay in this one, right? It's never over till it's over, but that 10-kill lead going into the end of the game is almost impossible to break up in a Slayer match.
It's real tough because you can't account for the risk your teammates take holistically. So when your teammate pushes and it didn't happen to be watching his marker to see him push that way, then he's exposed and you're not there to account for that. So he died, and then you're there to get the trade, and then it's just a back and forth, and it cascades into death after death, which is like the epitome of Halo, really. So in order to combat that, the only thing we can do is use consciousness. You have to be aware of your teammates, and that's the only thing that's going to keep you from dying. But it's so difficult to do that as a whole team, for potentially 5 minutes. You're just going to try to sit there and wait. And right there on the board, we have a response. I mean, we're now tied 1-1 going here.
Welcome back to the HRL. We got ourselves a match started up here. It's going to be that Street Stronghold, that 3rd map of the series. Things are going to be tied up 1-1, and already the boys of Centennials, they are going to have those rockets.
Rockets in the possession is a huge plus, but also having an AB lockdown early on and collecting points is also a huge plus. So, I mean, it's not going to last for long, considering they didn't have possession of any of the power weapons. But, at least they got some points on the board, and we're able to break the lead. They have the lead, at least for any point in time. So, you automatically scratch off Skunked from the list of potentials when that happens.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's always a great thing to do, right? But look at the boys on Graphite trying to push out from that driveway side of the map, and the guys on Sentinels, they somehow ended up not being able to defend that, and the guys from Graphite are able to push into B. But now Zone Runner going to have that shotgun. He sees a guy that front seat, doesn't even make a play off of it. He's going to kill a player in that top tires right now. He's going to push over to that B to help his squad out. And look at this. Centennials just instantly retaking this map for the 2nd time in this lobby. A couple of melees back and forth. They're not registering, but no big deal. That is what it is. An online video game, things happen. And now, I mean, Hoodler, he's going to sneak on into A right here. He's just going to be a distraction for the squad, help everyone make a move around the map, and they're going to have that AC hold.
AC on the board points back into the possession of Graphite. They are now in a position of scoring, taking the lead once again. 16 points. Centennial stepped up to the plate and did get some control. But Graphite back in a position of scoring. S1B holding the B site. And he's pushing toward A. Look at this. Trimpa Paragon takes a well-placed shot. Some trades on the board. Centennials and Graphite are still not quite at odds. Look at this. Graphite's going to go for the B control. They're going to get full control. And with that full control comes double points, but it doesn't last long. Oh, it actually does last a little longer than I thought. But the A site's going to be retaken here as Hook goes for this defense.
I just got to point out what Hoodler's doing on the map right now. This guy is finessing his life to the absolute max, still getting kills when he should have been dead. And he's been distracting the Centennials roster for basically like a full 1.5 minutes. And that's allowed his teammates to get a solid lead on the map, get a lot of map control. They're starting to retake this B point once again. But this is where things are going to get a little bit spicy. Smokes right here, trying to capture this B point, throwing literally 5,000 nades. But there we go. Tito going to come in with the rockets, doing what he does best, picking up a double kill. And now he's going to try to defend this B point for the boys.
AC lockdown, and the response for the Centennials, they're only down by just 20 points, but with this lock, Tito-Matic, 6 kills and 5 deaths. But not as much of a lead as we've seen before, though. Oh, and actually gets taken down by Innocent Gun, slaughtering this man. Someone even told me just to call him Gun, but I just, for some reason, challenged myself by trying to get it right, and it just fails.
I mean, you've been trying all night, and you are gonna get it eventually. I tell you what, it's only a matter of time. But
it's not a matter of effort.
Yeah, we gotta get it going. But Gun doing a good job defending this B side right here, and he's just gonna be holding things down, waiting for his teammates to spawn up, help him out. Look at Sentinels. They have such a hard focus on this A-B point. They don't want to go anywhere near C, and it's kind of one of those things they're struggling with right now. because Graphite knows they're not trying to push C out too much. Now it looks like maybe they're making an exception to that. Spidey has finally been like, guys, we're not doing this anymore. We got to get some points on the board. So they're going to go back to that C point, and they're going to capture that real quick before they attack anything else.
Spidey goes for the C hold, and he is able to get it, but with the response on the A side, back in a position of scoring, Graphite pretty relentless, you know. When one gets taken, they go for the other. And I mean, that's really like the merciless fighter of the team in this game type is as soon as the opportunity presents itself, as soon as your enemy is vulnerable, you're striking and you're going for that zone that they're not occupying. And yeah, Graphite's done a really good job. 110 points on the board, currently up by over 50 points. And it's just a strong start here in the first half of this game.
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of what their success they're having right now is on the back of a guy like Hoodler, who's just constantly been on this flank, right? Look what he's doing right now. He's gonna be behind all 4 players from Sentinels. His team is getting in a gunfight on this B point, winning the initial kills. He's gonna come from behind and help him out. We're seeing some kills back and forth on the B point, but Hoodler has that 1 rocket left. I'm sure he's going to end up using it here shortly, but his teammates not even needing him. Still picking up these kills complete without him. As Smokes gets a nice double kill. Going to start capturing this B point. There's Hoodler right there. He's going over to A to help them out. But now they've got the ABC hold. A getting taken from Sentinels. But now Hoodler pushing in. He doesn't see the spawner over towards Cafe there. He's going to take that gunfight though and win it. Monster kill right there as his teammates are pushing in to help him out. But here we go. I mean, Graphite looking absolutely perfect on this map so far.
Definitely looking really strong. Still in a, well, they were in a position of, now they're in a position of scoring once again. 150 points on the board. When you're up by 100, like the Centennials really have to ask yourself primary questions, you know, like, what are we doing? And what can we be doing differently that can allow us to do differently than how we've done? So, you know, if you're asking yourself those questions, what answers can you come to that would give them, you know, actionable information?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. If you're Sentinels right now, you just got to stop hard focusing A-B hold, right? They're finally doing exactly that by taking the CB hold, but also they've been spreading thin quite a bit to try to deal with the fact that they're getting flanked by a guy like Hoodler. They need to make sure when they're breaking off to deal with these solo players, they're doing it in sets of like 2 versus like solo players, right? It's kind of been beating them down quite a bit, but now we're seeing them flood around the map a little bit more as a squad. They're getting ready for these rockets. They've got that CB hold. They're clearing out that A side of the map, but still the guys on Graphite are able to just get behind guys every once in a while because this guys from Sentinels are constantly getting out in these 1v2, 1v3 chows, and it's just not working out.
Yeah, that's a great analysis, and you know, another reason why HRL is great, because of you, CNK.
Hey, no, it's because of you.
Ooh, we're pointing at each other, finger gun.
I actually was pointing, and neither of us have our cameras on right now. Let's go.
That's what's up. AB currently being held by Graphite. Only, what is this, 60 points? Less than 60 points? About 50, 60 points until they get this win in the bag. And that would be the second point on the board. This is going to be a tiebreaker game. So either team who takes this victory will take the lead in the series and be one step closer to confirming the victory of tonight's series of matches. Thank you for joining Halo Rec League's premiere Season 5 Week 1 match lineup between Graphite and Centennials.
So
that rocket was rough.
Gun. Just trying to yeet somebody off the map right there. Doesn't quite get him out of the map, but he did try his best. But look at Tito trying to make a play here towards C. If he wins this gunfight, okay, Tito, God bless, brother. You do you. All right, he's going to try to push out to help his teammates on the B side. The guys over here on B in Graphite. A little bit surprised by it, but Gun gets it taken down. But here's that teamwork we're seeing from the boys over on Sentinels. They're going to clean up those kills. They're on this B point. But here we go. Here's the gunfights coming in from Graphite, pushing in from Tire. They're going to get back on that B, get that thing going a little bit, but somehow Sentinels still defending that one over there. That looks like it was spied for quite a while in Zone Runner. He's going to try to defend this one by himself. He's got to deal with Hoodler over here. Tito actually going to be there as well, going to get that kill. And now this is what we need, right? Boys on Sentinels, getting things going, making sure they're locking this down. But okay, Graphite, though, they're going to start pushing this in from that PD side. Sentinels still locking things down.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it done by Graphite this game. So getting a lead streak of this much is completely feasible at this point. And now with 60 points in a row on the board by Centennials, they might have made the revisions to their gameplay that they needed at the right time, and they might be able to still be in this game, coming back now with a streak of almost 70 points here as a response to 208 to 41. That was a score at one point in time right now. Almost 100 points in a row now. Centennials coming strong.
I mean, a lot of that's on the back of our boy S1B, who's kind of gone into his full Slayer mode right now, where he's just getting kills, staying alive, making sure this B point's not getting touched. But a big thing I got to point out is they're finally focusing the CB hold, right? They don't really care about A as much anymore. They know as long as they can hold CB, that's more than enough. And the Graphite guys, they're pushing into constant 3v1 situations. A gun trying to make a play over towards C. He does have to deal with Zone Runner over here, who's trying to use his walls to the best of his ability. And Gun getting some help from the guys. That's going to be spied from up top. And now this is exactly what we needed, right? The guys on Sentinels playing together as a team, making sure they're defending their points. But now Paragon, the last guy alive on Graphite, over towards B. But guess what? You ran into Tito-Matic, the guy who's dropping 23 kills in a Slayer. It ain't happening, brother. Ooh, S1B with the triple kill, baby. Let's go.
Willikers.
That'll help you get some points. But look at that scoreboard.
Like to see that. 3 players down currently on Graphite, inching ever closer to tying this game. The Centennials have come against all odds and proven that they're gonna show what they're worth just by demonstrating this comeback. I mean, I think that does the job quite amply.
I mean, I just gotta say, name a better duo. S1B and that shotgun. That guy is 21 and 10 right now, and I'm pretty sure like 8 of those kills have come from the shotgun. They've got themselves all the way back in this game, only down by about 12 points there. Make that 10 as they're bringing things back nice and easy. I mean, this guy's insane. He's helping his boys out left and right. I mean, I would love to see like these guys just keep this up the rest of this series, but right now they're looking like they're trying to take the victory here. Graphite finally going to stop the 160-point terrain by capturing that C point, but here we go. Sentinels getting that A point just like they want, and the C point at the same time. Now look at those rockets over on B though, in possession of Graphite. But Tito, he gets a double kill. He's going to get the rockets back himself, and he secures that B point for his team.
Oh, evil, evil. That was evil. And look at gained the lead. The Centennials have gained the lead.
I mean,
what is Graphite thinking right now?
If you're Graphite, you're just trying your best to make sure the bleeding stops, right? It's a 160+ point run for the most part. But Sentinels, all 4 going to be dead. This is going to be the chance for Graphite to get things going once again. Those guys are going to be spawning up on that B point, the point they do possess. And now Graphite trying to push this one in, but you got Tito-Matic and the boys over there getting ready to defend it. That's going to be a couple kills going back and forth right now. Graphite coming out on top of these gunfights. And oh no, Tito going to be nading himself a little bit. Doesn't take much damage from him because he only takes damage from enemy nades apparently. But the guys on Graphite close one out pretty nicely. They are going to capture that B point. Here's their chance to close things out.
So neck and neck right now at this match. We are down to the wire, 230 to 221. Centennials retaking a position of power right on the response. Immediately as it's grabbed, they're on the response. Oh, and he's there to answer it. Spidey with the defense of the A site will continue to keep his team in a position of scoring. And they do gain the lead. Only 15 seconds left in this, and it's now up to Graphite to step up to the plate and begin to give a level of clutch the likes of which have not been seen before in Halo Rec League Season 5 Week 1 matches. Tim Paragon with the shots, a little crazy, but he gets it. Unfortunately, they're not able to come through any stronger than what they were when they began. No scores were made throughout that combat. 12 seconds left, and they do get it. Centennials, is this the final streak?
I mean, Centennials on that one right now. Hoodler
With
gonna
the
have those
rocket.
rockets making plays with it. Tito, though, the guy you gotta chow. Not someone you want to see in the map, but his teammate gonna close that out. And now the boys on Sentinels, they gotta go to C or something, get something taken. As now Graphite once again getting some points on the board, but with how fast C is getting taken, you know they're ready to go. Couple players trying to push this C out. That's gonna be a player with a shotgun. Spite almost takes him down, doesn't quite get it. That C point gonna be captured. That B point also being captured by Graphite as we speak. And now it's getting a little sketchy if you're Sentinels, right? The Centennials making plays,
Full
but guess
control.
what? Our boy Paragon, the man with the mouse and keys, did it.
This is double points here at the end, and that's not what they need, but that's going to do the job. Double points from 230 to 250. Oh, Graphite stepping up to the plate. Game 4 in week 1 of the Contender Premade series. S1B is going to go for this snipe, and he's going to grab it for his team. We're going to see him step up to the plate here for the Centennials. He's going to go for these shots. Fortunately, not able to connect. Time on the board for Graphite. early on in this King of the Hill match at Live Fire.
Yeah, S1B missing a couple shots there, but no big deal. Oh, okay, he hops up. He's going to see the entire enemy team looking at him. He's going to be like, hey, boys, I need some help. But he is going to hit the no-scope there, going to help the teammates out with a little bit of damage. And Tito coming in. He had that that OS on, but is going to get taken down. But now the boys on Sentinels getting some kills. They got to try to get on this objective because look at that. The guys on Graphite already got it about 70% complete, but the sniper's still in possession of Sentinels. They can get some nice, well-placed shots. Paragon dodging these shots. The guy is like Neo out here. And hey, if you're Sentinels, you're pretty happy so far. I mean, you might be down a little bit when it comes to the initial time, but Graphite not instantly pushing you in like they are right now. Let's see.
Yeah, Graphite's push was almost answered until Hoodler peeks out of this garage. He's able to get one, gonna get two. No, coming up from behind. Still holding it. Centennials are able to come. Looks like they're almost past the lead right now. They're closer to the first point than the Graphite team. And really all of them have now pushed out from the nest, from underneath mid. And it looks like this might be the opportunity Graphite needs in order to regain control. It's Tito-matic with a double kill. Approach to sight, going for a triple. Doesn't get it. And back in the possession of Graphite.
Yeah, Hoodler is that man. He's the playmaker for this squad as far as making sure things are going right on the map. But Sentinels, here they come, getting a couple kills on the map. Spidey and Tito gonna try to kill this last player who's all the way in the back here. They're about to capture this point as well. The Graphite gonna contest it at the last second, but Tito and the boys gonna clutch that one up. They're getting ready for that hill too. And now, I mean, Graphite, they're trying to make a move forward as well. They are down a player currently because Smokes did just get taken out. They're going to answer back with a couple right there, though. But look at this. Spidey going to be behind the player with the OS. That's going to be Paragon. Gets a nice nade off right there. Is going to get out with his life. Trying to get some damage down, but Paragon going to have a little bit of that left. Going to get the initial little bit of time here on this hill. But here we go. The guys from Sentinels pinching from both sides. That's going to be Tito. And it looked like S1B from the other side as well. But Spidey and Zone Runner are going to get taken down.
Smoke's getting shot from behind as he pushes up. He's going to take a fall to a well-placed VR shot. And the hill here at the C location here by Tower is going to still be in the possession, but not for long as the entire team goes down. Graphite as Centennials is able to step up to the plate, collect some time here early on. They could be going toward their second point here in this, and this is exactly what Graphite doesn't want at this point. They need to be able to get something on the board, tie this out, and prevent a strong early lead from their opponent.
Yeah, and I mean, right now, Sentinels is just doing an absolute fantastic job holding down this point right now. I mean, Graphite's still trying to push in constantly, but guys like Spidey and Tito are just making sure that everyone's just constantly getting damaged. But here we go, a big push from Graphite. That's going to slowly get shut down. But one player left alive. He's going to get taken down by Spidey with a nice melee combo right there. And Graphite still pushing in. Hoodler going to accidentally jump off the map. We're going to pretend like he was yeeted by a nade, even though he wasn't, but we'll pretend. And that second point going to go in favor of Sentinels, and they're going to start the strong push through that field side of the map. They're already really nice and close to these big garage doors. Graphite going to be inside. Look at Gun trying to push out, getting that kill towards Zone Runner. He's going to get shot in the back and everything. A lot of chaos going on towards the middle of the map, but Sentinels taking that point right away, basically. And now they've got to worry about the player in Gun. He's going to be up around the back. He's going to pick up that first kill, and he's just going to cause chaos while his teammates are spawning up and trying to help him out.
Caught in the flank. Still with control. Centennials, a team of 3, holding the site currently. Getting pushed from top mid and from top, and from, I almost said top bottom, top mid, as well as the underneath tunnel. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. They are able to prevent the additional scoring, but it doesn't look like they're on the site. No, Tito-matic's able to get that defense, and 3 players are down. Still collecting time. Wow, look at this. Innocent Gun. He's on site. He's getting time. 3 players were down on his team, and he's still on site with a double kill. The noob combo stepping up to the plate. Look at this.
I mean, I thought the guy was going to maybe go for the triple with the noob combo. The guy is absolutely insane for that. But look at this nice classic teamwork we're seeing out of Graphite here. It took them a little bit to warm up to the map, but once they got the pacing and everything figured out, now they're doing a pretty solid job with Sentinels. Centennials getting their nice push together to try to push this out. Zone Runner going to be the guy to make a play here. Hoodler going to take him down, though. They're getting some solid time on this hill. Centennials, 1 player left. That's going to be S1B trying to make a hero play at the moment. He's just going to immediately get taken down in that 2v1. Does get a nice kill to try to kick things off, going towards that rotation to that 3rd hill. Sorry, fourth hill. But right now, Graphite gonna get on the board, which is absolutely fantastic. It's always better to go and get around than go down 3-0 as far as the points there.
Amen to that. Yes, having something on the scoreboard definitely puts you mentally forward a lot more. Now we have a hill here that's at the overshield. A triple kill on the board from Hoodler, going for the quad. Doesn't quite get it, but still very strong performance there from a Hoodler. Unfortunately, the enemy team is still in a position of scoring as they inch ever closer toward their third point here in this King of the Hill match at Live Fire.
Paragon actually kind of making a play right now, just being a distraction. He's going to pick up one kill, has the potential to get a second. He's going to maybe he gets the double kill. That's going to allow his teammates to grab that OS, get on this time as well. They're grouped up towards this fourth hill, and right now the boys of Centennials spawning up, trying to make a play for this. But Paragon, now he's going to end up grabbing that sniper. The guy's been making plays this whole life. And he's going to try to get some shots off here, but he's just trying to fall back as well to his teammates. But he falls right into the Centennials trap, as they're going to still be trying to push out this hill, but Graphite holding strong.
S5W1, he got the sniper in his possession, followed by Smokes, but he's hit by his teammate Spidey with the shots on it. The hill is now being controlled by the Centennials. S1B with the sniper still in his possession, pushes toward the hill to try to get Turnpug on. Great teamwork. One shot on with a sniper and another shot from the Tito. That's enough to put the enemy down, and it looks like here Centennials inching ever closer to their third point.
Yeah, I mean, Graphite, it just feels like they're trying to solo chow this objective a little bit too much right now, but they are going to be rotating for this last one of the rotation. But Centennials already going to be here, pushing it out nice and strong, getting as much numbers as they can, throwing the nades out. Now it's going to be a little bit tough for the guys on Graphite, but here they go. A couple players pushing in. That's going to be a great repulsor right there to keep them away. That's going to be Tito making plays as always.
Micros,
and now they got to watch their flank. Going to be Hoodler around the back. He's throwing nades. He's throwing those BR shots out as well. The guy's like a Gatling gun all by himself. He's going to end up picking up that kill. Actually doesn't get it because S1B is going to come in clutch with that sniper to assist his teammates. Now Spidey, knowing he's got that top cover, trying to get pushed through here, but already great start on that hill from the boys on Centennials, getting about halfway through it. But now here we go. This is the chance for Graphite to get things going.
Middle of the map, you know this is going to be, the most hectic of hills. It's constantly a series of back and forths of trades. If the enemy takes any longer than it takes for your shields to recharge after one engagement, then you're literally just getting mopped up by the next wave that arrives. So what this really revolves around is the micro movements in the hill, avoiding the grenades and getting the power-ups. Overshield on the board allows them to get some additional time and mitigate these points, but it's not gonna be the single thing that saves the day, because it's all the individual micro things that cascade into success. And we've seen out of this middle hill, the Centennials kind of come up on top and inch ever closer to their final point. Now, are they going to be able to get it? Is this going to put us into the fifth and final round in this series? I think that question is about to be answered.
I mean, Smoke and Paragon both picking up some individual double kills there to save them from the end of the game. And now Paragon chilling here all by himself, waiting for his teammates to spawn up, knowing dang well the boys of Centennials are pushing him strong. The nades are coming in, the bullets are flying over top, but Paragon holding strong. He's going to get a kill with that. Almost gets a kill with the repulsor, but his teammates are going to clean up right there. That's everyone from Centennials falling. And S1B by himself with that sniper tries to make the clean shot, wins the game, and clutches up for the boys. I didn't realize it was that close to being done, which if that happens again, I mean, you might as well chalk it up right off the bat here. No one falling right away, but that is what it is. That's part of the map, right? It's going to take a little bit of time for things to move in, but Graphite bunkering up a little bit, forcing Centennials to make a move.
And the force of the move has been made. First point on the board, Tito-matic, as Trimpa Paragon takes the first blood medal for this game. 3 points now on the board as a response is made. And then they are responding. They are responding together. We have 3 total kills and 3 total assists.
Hey, that's what we like to see, the squad playing together right now. Going to be 5-2 in the game right now. Looking like the exact opposite of what we saw in the last Slayer, as Graphite going to be out to an early lead. The guys over here on the squad of Centennials getting ready to maybe try to team up, play around Tito once again, as he's already out to a 2-1 start. All the kills on the team at the moment. I'm sure that'll change shortly. as things are going to be moving. But look at the guys in Centennials making a move in towards this Graphite lockdown that's going on. They're going to pick up that first kill. They're going to keep pushing this on his Hoodler, trying to play his life the best he can. The guys on Graphite doing a good job trying to finesse a little bit here, but so far Centennials gets those 3 kills, ties things back up in the game, and they're feeling confident as ever.
Still, we see power-ups on the map that have yet to have been picked up. So there's potential for opportunities to control. I think the grappling hook. I haven't seen anything about the repulsor yet. The energy stored is still on its weapon pedestal. So currently, only up by 1 with still power opportunities to seize on the map. There's a lot of room for both of these teams to bring a little bit more to the table against their opponent, because they're right now, those weapons, those opportunities are still sitting on that table. So going up and picking them up, that's the largest effort that you can do. Coordinate that too and make sure that the enemy doesn't have it. Getting 5 kills with that sword is going to go a long way toward the enemy getting 5 kills with the sword. That's a 10-kill deficit just because you didn't pick up a sword.
I mean, I just got to point out one of my favorite things about this game is the fact that the skewer exists, right? I mean, you basically just launching a fence post into someone's face, and if it kills him, it kills him, and if it doesn't, you're like, what? But it's so much fun to watch and so much fun to use in the game for sure. These 2 teams, look at them just battle it out right now. Nice and slow play on a big map with a lot of movement ability. There's a lot of cover to hide behind, and it's just a non-stop back and forth. Centennial is going to currently be in the lead, but at any point this could change. We're going to see a lot of back and forths here. 2 kills here, 2 kills there. Nothing too crazy. Not too many team wipes happening.
Only up by 2. Centennials leading the way. We are just a few seconds short of 2 minutes into this game, and we only have a 10-8 lead. Look at this. They are playing. You see how their temperament is, right? They're playing. They're watching the angles. Look at them. They're hiding behind the corners, only peeking when they need to. These players are playing like they're in the final 5 points of a normal Slayer game. You know what I mean? Like, and it's because this is the final round. It's this that determines it, and it's all down to this match. 2 nades. That's called a team nade. Hoodler's feeling it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are definitely feeling it. They're getting things going, but here we go. The fence post machine going to be pulled out by none other than Zone Runner. Not using it currently. He's trying to push in these 3 Graphite players just chilling in a hallway, just vibing, but he's going to try to get around the back. This is a chance to help the boys out, get something going. Graphite, I mean, I love this. Like, they're taking it nice and easy. A little bit of an older style E-United play from the earlier part of this game that came out. They just kind of opted towards forcing other teams to play for them. But Centennials reading it like a book at the moment, making sure they stay back, not getting too overly aggressive, just trying to get kills from the back corner. The Graphite finally pushing out of that bunker they've got going. And now they're running into guys with OS, and pretty much the entire enemy team of Centennials is they're going to get things going, get some kills back and forth. Centennials up to a 5-kill lead, trying to extend that as they start pushing into this base.
Spidey makes the peek and he makes a headshot. Smokes goes down, and that's yet another point toward the lead. Now up to 6 points as Centennials kind of strong here. What's impressive is that we're almost 5 minutes into this game, and it's only a top scoring 17-point. We are literally a minute and 15 points from halftime, and we're less than halfway through the game. We're less than a quarter of the way.
Yeah, this one definitely seems like it's going to come down to time. And like you were talking about earlier, these guys are playing like they've got like $1 million on the line or something, And that's just how it is, right? Whenever you get to a game 5, everything's on the line. You can't lose it, right? You got to go at all costs. Centennial's doing a great job getting these kills. That fence post goes through Paragon's face, and now the kills are coming in. Look at Centennials picking up kills on the map. And that's just a great swing for them. They're going to be up by 11 right now in this map that feels like it's not moving, but somehow they're maintaining this massive kill lead. Exactly what we saw from that Aquarius Slayer before. They're just able to get to these big leads and just maintain them.
And again in this match, we see exactly that. Zone Runner with some nades across. Not able to come through with any contact that results in any kill. His teammate peeks it and his teammate dies. That doesn't seem like a good idea.
So I just gotta say something real quick. I mean, with only 6 minutes left, and how many kills have been going down on the map, do you really think Graphite can get another 8 kills here before this thing even ends? Like,
You know, I've seen Centennials respond to a greater chance, or actually a lesser chance of a return. So I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna preclude them from the opportunity, from the capacity, but the odds are definitely stacked against them. And I think it's largely internally for them. It should be a mental game of what they can do to get above in the individual moment. You don't want to just trade. You have to result in every engagement needs to be positive. And by having 4 or 5 engagements that you're getting 1 point out of, that's what's going to get you caught up. And you can't wait too late in the game before you adopt that mentality. Because if you do, then you won't have the, you won't have the bandwidth. The game will be too close to the end, and the trade just won't be enough.
I mean, you're at the point now, kind of going off of what you're talking about, where the guys on Centennials are somewhat happy with a 1-for-2 trade, right? They know that if they just keep the time going, they keep things going the way they are, they can afford to take a couple 1v2 trades. Now, this is a situation that's getting a little sketchy, right? You lose 2, you don't gain anything out of it. And that's exactly what Graphite needs. They need to win 2-on-2s pretty consistently. But Sentinel's still pretty happy. They've got that 8-kill lead, and they're starting to try to answer back a little bit.
8 kills turns into 6, inching ever closer. Graphite stepping up to the plate. With that sweaty brow comes a few extra kills toward the leveling of this current lead. A double on the board for Hoodler as he gets traded out. Oh, a double on the board once there for Centennials, stopping that lead from growing a little closer toward a more even match, but now still up by 8 points. Still maintaining that 8-point lead. It's incredible. Now 9. Tito-Matic pushing forward toward the red base. He sees the player up top mid. He's able to get that kill as well. Rotating in, Zone Runner's getting hit from the other side. Oh my, only 13 points left, and we're going to see Centennials take this victory.
Yeah, I mean, Centennials looking absolutely perfect right now. I mean, they're up by 11 kills. They're not taking things too crazy as far as speed. They're not solo challenge too much. As I say that, I mean, you're going to see a guy like Zone Runner on the opposite side of the map, getting some help from Spidey, though, from the cross-map shots with that commando, getting some nice shots on to get that kill. And, I mean, if you're Graphite, you got to somehow figure out how to speed the game up with, like, and it's just not really your play style, right? Like, they don't really play well super fast, so at this point, it seems like it's pretty chalked. I mean, with the way Halo Slayer works as well, I mean, we know it's chalked, but it's just, this is exactly where Centennials thrives, right? They get a lead, they keep playing fast.
When I'm not sure if anyone out there is a basketball fan, but I live in West Virginia, and West Virginia is known as Press Virginia because they constantly press defense. You know, in basketball, usually when someone scores and then one team scores, you just go to the other side of the court, and then so do the defenders. Well, Press Virginia, we press hard, and when you're in a position like this, that's what you have to do. You have to constantly press and not let the enemy get together and use anything against you. And by continuing to press and constantly pressing that, they're just kind of smothering them, you know, with numbers. And by doing that, you're going to come out on top. You're going to get the 6 points that you need. It's just crazy to think about right now. The Graphite team could make the observation that they only have 6 deaths left. So, plan accordingly.
Yeah, I mean, you got to try to plan accordingly, but I mean, the mental block you get in one of these games when you're down by this much with so little time left is just absolutely insane. Being able to stay in that and make a comeback is just so difficult. And right now we're seeing the guys of Graphite try their best to get that done, but Centennials, you can see they know what's up. They know that the writing's on the wall. They know they're winning this one. So they're just making sure they do everything they can to try to speed it up a little bit, right? They want to keep things going. I mean, look at Tito just jumping in the middle of the map randomly to grab an OS because he knows he's got plenty of time and plenty of kill buffer to just do what he wants.
Amen to that. A lead by only 8. Still only 4 points left in order for Centennials to take this season win and put the final nail through the coffin as fence posts go flying.
I mean, S1B over here trying to pre-fire with a fence post. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's the best way to maintain a high accuracy in a lobby is pre-fire with something that only shoots 1 bullet every 15 minutes. And hey, I love what I'm seeing out of these guys. They know, hey, it's getting close to the end. Let's not give up any random kills, right? There's only a minute left. Let's bunker up, get some 1v1 trades. It's exactly what they're getting. They only need 3 more to end this thing. S1B just gonna play his life a little bit here. He's gonna be like, hey, come on, run on in here. That player's gonna try to chase him down, gets taken down, 2 more kills, and Centennials has this one in the book.
2 more kills, at least 2 more, or 1 minute. And 1 minute, it's like 10 points, unreasonable. And folks, we are now down to the wire.
I mean,
The final kill comes through. It's still being avoided. There it is. I
mean,
saw it happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say regardless, based off of time and like respawn timers and stuff, it